The Little Match Girl. It was winter, and in the biting cold, a poor little girl was walking barefoot through the streets. In her ragged old apron, she carried bundles of matches. She had been trying to sell them all day, but no one had bought anything. In all the windows of the houses around her, lights were shining. All the families were celebrating New Year's Eve with big roast dinners. When the little girl reached a sheltered corner formed by two houses, she sank down, exhausted. She dared not to go home. Her father would be angry that she hadn't sold any matches. The little girl blew on her hands to try to bring them back to life. Then she thought that if she lit a match, it might give her warmth. She drew one out and struck it firmly against the wall. It gave out a bright flame like a little candle, and when she held her hands over it, the match was warm and wonderful. It flared up, and when the light fell upon the bricks, it was as if they became transparent and she could see inside the house. There was a table on which a roast goose steamed away gloriously on a big platter. But then the match went out. The little match girl hurried to light another match. Suddenly, she was sitting under a beautiful Christmas tree. The girl stretched out her hand to touch it, but the match went out. Just one more, the little match girl decided, and in the brightness stood her grandmother. "Grandmother," cried the child, "I want to stay with you." Her grandmother came to the little girl and held her in her arms. Then she flew away with her in the brightness up to heaven, where there was neither hunger nor cold, only joy.